Hey everybody, this is Patrick Lang. I'm with Wyatt Kidd. He is our white glove concierge, really our all things R-Link superstar. If he doesn't have the answer, he knows where to go and get it. And he's just been really helpful with me learning R-Link and getting our account set up. I wrote up an email. You may have seen it already, but it walks through the different steps of getting started with R-Link. Now, as they prepare and go through beta testing and get ready for the official launch in September, they are producing new videos and checklists and other things. There's things coming that I'm sure are going to be much better than this, much more professional. But in the interim, we wanted to make sure this was available so there was no confusion. Could walk you through the steps of how to get started. There's a couple of different steps, if you will, that if you don't understand them, it can be a little confusing. It's going to get better. As I said, they're implementing new systems and marketing assets and so forth. I think it's going to help a lot. But um, appreciate you being here, Wyatt. Thanks for being here with me this morning. We just wanted to shoot this quick video so it was crystal clear, and you can turn around and share it with your people as they come on and so forth. So let me share my screen real quick. And it's just a glimpse of the email that I wrote that will walk you through these steps that I've created, if you will. Okay, so the very first thing I would do is watch this replay video that Tony Swantek shot with me. It's just a quick intro. We've got a shorter version and a longer version. The short one's just 10 minutes or so, and it's he and I talking about kind of how it came about, just a little bit about the story, but fairly short, only about 13 minutes. Introduces both what it is and how it works and how it came about, a little bit of the background that led to this. I mean, the last project they did, they created literally 30,000 millionaires. A couple of Tony's friends made over $4 billion in their last blockchain project. And this is the next one. They say this one will be even bigger. In fact, they've produced more revenue in the first 8 months, still in beta test, than the last one did in the first 3 years. So it's kind of incredible. But so I would watch this video first with Tony where he explains how it works. And then there's a longer version as well if you want to watch a full 1 hour overview where he does a demo of the platform, et cetera, et cetera. The next thing to do is to watch. I would recommend, even if you're interested in being a partner, I would recommend you watch the customer video as well as the partner video, just so you see what prospective clients are going to see. There's these two different options. The one on the left is for partners or affiliates, resellers. The one on the right is for prospective clients who aren't going to be selling it or sharing it with anybody, earning any nodes, etc. They're just going to be using it as a platform. It's as little as $10 a month, so less than the current paid versions of Zoom. Tony says there is a free version that will come out in September, is when they're expecting. But in the interim, there's no cost for someone to use our link. You can send an invite to people. They can attend your meeting. There's no cost for that. But if they want their own R-Link portal, just like with Zoom, they have to sign up, and it is at a cost of it's $10 a month or $100 for the whole year. You can save a couple of months if you pay annually. But so these are the two videos. The one on the left, as I said, is for partners. It goes into not only how the platform works and what it does, but talks about how we can earn their Rally coin, their cryptocurrency, for sharing it and for using it. I mean, imagine getting paid just for doing your Zoom presentations. Well, now you're going to be doing Rally presentations or R-Link presentations instead, and actually earn Rally currency every time you do, and earn overrides on anyone that you share this with as well. So pretty extraordinary to have a platform that's secure. It has much better presentation and conversion features built into it. They're not collecting your data. You can translate into multiple languages, and you're getting paid. You're actually earning and sharing in the revenue of the ecosystem in the process. This is the first video. The second one is this video, this customer video. Again, this is for someone who would have no interest in being involved in the revenue side or the business side of this program. Whichever one you send out, or as I said, I recommend you watch both of them if you're considering being a partner. Whichever one you send out, it will take them here and then give them an opportunity. You can see right below there to sign up. And when they do that, it just takes them to an enrollment page like this. And they can choose annual or monthly and decide which option they want to take part in. We did this ultimate. We actually are doing a white label version because we get several accounts. There's 5 independent rooms on that and several other features, and we get a white label it to our company. But as I said, the basic option just to be able to do meetings and have the basic R-Link tools, the video conferencing, et cetera, et cetera. Use that basic one. If you think you're going to have meetings with more than 100 participants, you're going to want to go into this next option up, this pro option, where you can have up to 300 or up to 3,000 if you go the next level up. So again, monthly options if you like. They're very comparable, even less expensive than you would pay for Zoom, or you can pay annually. Once someone signs up, okay, or even before they sign up, they may want to just go to the website and view the features. That's the next step here. You watch the 2 videos. You still have questions. Maybe you want to review the features. You can go here to their website, r-link.com, and scroll through what the problem is and scroll through why this is different. And it just talks about the advanced sales tools, the advanced security, the digital reward system, et cetera, et cetera. And I mean, for us, I'm recording this video on Zoom, mostly because I wanted to say it's the last time we're going to be using it. Okay, they're building us our white label site. It'll be ready this week, we expect, and once that's done, we don't plan to ever use Zoom again. Why would we, right? And so, if you want to go to the next go to the website, learn a little bit more about it. You can do that, or you can refer people. I've been sending people the two links, as well as the link to the website if they want to check it out. And that would be the next step. Okay, so then let's say they sign up. This is an important step to understand, that when you enroll, you do get an invitation to R-Link that shows you your username and password and your default room name and so forth. It has the link to share with others is listed there. But if you're a partner, you want to go to this other website called web.connect United. Okay. This is the back office, if you will. This is the dashboard where you can access your R-Link share links. You can purchase additional nodes in the Connect ecosystem if you'd like. The best way to explain Connect versus R-Link is Connect is like a shopping mall for blockchain projects, nodes that you can invest in that will produce tokens for you on a daily basis, boosters that will increase that, et cetera, et cetera. R-Link is one of the stores, one of the products or services within that mall. Okay, so we don't want to confuse you between the two. That's probably the best way to explain it. What is a node? Well, Tony says if you can buy eggs for breakfast, you eat those eggs, you have to go buy more eggs. That's what buying tokens are, or like Bitcoin. You buy Bitcoin, same as our rally coin. That's like buying eggs. If you invest in a node, that's like buying an egg house, a hen house. It's like buying a hen house that just continues to produce eggs for you every day. Yeah, I'll show you a little bit about that here when we log in. But so when you go to this website, web.connectunited.com, it takes you to this page here where you can log in. This is just using the email and the password that you selected when you signed up. That's going to take you over into something that looks like this. As I said, this is your back office for Connect. So I'm going to show you Rally unless you turn on some of the other options, and we can show you how to do that. But um, in fact, let me do that real quick. If you are in this, you go into your account settings, right? Right, Wyatt? And that is where you could
Correct.
select brand partners here if you'd like. You can select all of them, turn them all on, and start learning about the other blockchain projects they have. It starts out, and what we recommend you do is just start with Rally and keep that. That one's the only one showing, you notice here. But if I turn on more than one and hit save, it's going to show this black bot. And this is the Connect ecosystem. This is the Connect back office, if you will. Okay. If I turn that off and just save it, you're going to see it just shows Rally. So again, you access that by going to the profile here, account settings, and so forth. I don't necessarily recommend you do that right off the bat. I don't want you to get confused, but know that that option is there if you'd like to start learning a little bit about some of the other projects that Connect does. Connect is the as I said, it's kind of like the shopping mall. It's the ecosystem for all of the blockchain projects. The last one that these guys did, as I said, was Gala Games that made so many millionaires. And Tony says they're a lot better now than they were back in 2018. So, okay. So, when you're here in this back office, the main thing you need to know about, besides getting into those nodes and looking at the other Connect options if you want to, but the main thing is just to scroll down two or three blocks here and to this share offers button. When you click on the share offer button, it takes you to this page. Here's your two videos, your two invitation links. Okay, you have one for partners. That's the one on the left. It's about 5 minutes long. You've got one for customers. It's a minute and a half. When you click on invite, this is going to give you the link that you can share with people. Okay. The first time that you do that, it's going to require you to read through terms, click a box, and put in your digital signature. Okay. So don't be confused by that. Just know that the very first time you do that, um, you're going to have to complete that process. Okay. When you start sharing the videos, this is what customers will see. Has a join rally button, has a video about it, another join rally button, and that's it. The videos are quite good if you haven't seen them yet. I'm pretty impressed. I think they're very straightforward, clear, and talk about what it is and how it works. Okay, so there's the partner version again that goes into not only how the platform works, but also how you can purchase nodes, you can participate in the earnings of it, and so forth and so on. And here's the customer version, which again is quite good. Um, Going back to the dashboard here, if you do want, there's one recommendation that I would make, and it's in the shop tab here. When you click on shop, you're going to see a few different options here. And one of those is an option you may seriously want to consider if it's within your means. And that is this Rally Smart Node. As I said, coins or their native token, Rally, similar to Bitcoin. You can buy coins. There's not a lot of availability right now. You can sell them easily, but there's not a lot. There's a limited supply. So while you can find them, they're a little bit hard to find on. You may be able to find some on Uniswap and so forth. As they seed the market and grow the company, there will be more availability. However, if you would like to start building up a pool of these rally coins as they are at the very lowest price they're going to be before they start growing to maybe $1 a coin. Right now they're at what is it? Why at about a tenth of a cent or less, 30th of a cent. So
Correct. It's about 0.0032.
okay. So pretty good time to buy into Rally and actually purchase coins. And this Rally Smart Node, as I said, click on the shop button, go here. You can buy as you can buy one or more of these smart nodes. And what they do is they produce coins for you on a daily basis. About 3,000 a day. Isn't that right, Wyatt? Yeah. In addition to that, pay an extra $600, you can get the Rally Boost, which doubles the amount of coins, these Rally coins that you are earning on a daily basis. This is how some of these guys earned millions of dollars, and there were a handful that even earned hundreds of millions or even billions. They purchased nodes and they just saw their coins growing on a daily basis. And as they grew in value, they became generationally wealthy. Okay, so just know that that's an option. If you've got investment funds or savings sitting around, you're looking for a place to put it to work, this is a pretty good place to do so because you are on the ground floor of this. It's got an enormous technological advantage and potential with 300 million Zoom users a day. Uh, and they don't have any of the protections, the features, the translation capabilities, or the earning potential that this does. Might be a pretty good place to look. We're most definitely going to throw some money into this and buy up some nodes. What's the maximum, Wyatt? Do you remember? You can buy up to. Tony told me the other day. I think it was you can buy up to 50 or something like that, or maybe. Do you know that number?
It's quite a large amount. So if you want to make a very large transaction, all you have to do is reach out to one of us and we can facilitate it.
Okay. Yeah, I know you just have to get approval if you wanted to buy more than I think he was saying 10 or 15 nodes or something like that, but or maybe it's over 100,000 or something. I don't remember the exact number, but it is an option. It's going to produce on average 3,000 tokens a day. You can double that by paying the extra $600 per node, and it could be extremely lucrative if you decide to do that. Um, One of the things you'll hear Tony talk about, it was in that first video that I shared with you, is the additional technologies that are coming. They have a TikTok killer, a Facebook killer, a WhatsApp killer, they've talked about Wi-Fi killer, even a mobile phone killer, where your phone will work anywhere in the world. It's based on the blockchain. These are future technologies or possible technologies that they will be rolling out, and because we're a part of the ecosystem, this Connect ecosystem, we will have first rights to participate in those projects. And he says the way you really accelerate your wealth is to take, say, a portion of your earnings. Maybe you've built up $10 million and you take half of it and put it into the next project and go 10x that. Now you have 50 million. Take 25 million, put it in the next project, 10x that. Now you have 250 million. So that's how that's really one of the ways that these guys have built such enormous wealth. Now with Gala Games, they didn't even have the additional technologies. It was just because the coin kept going up in value. They had more market cap than Tesla did in 2021, which if you can imagine. Um, it was the most successful producing blockchain what do you call it? Blockchain product or service or token in 2021. And so we have both the advantage of this growing up in value or growing in value, but the also the additional advantage of taking part in future technologies, as I said. So definitely something to consider if you're interested. So um, you want to save your links. You know, the welcome email you get will give you a link to your meeting room, a link to log in, to do your own meetings, and share the platform with others. Instead of using Zoom, obviously now you're going to start using our link, and it would just look like this, where you send someone their link, they can log in as whoever they are, pick their microphone and their camera, and they're in. The only other step that I would mention, at least, is if you want to white label the platform to your company, you can do so. You once you sign up, you can upgrade and pay. It's $1,000 fee. It's 149 a month if you have the upgraded version. Gives you several, accounts, as I said, several features, etc. But then you can have it branded to you. It's not going to say our link all over it. It's going to say your company name. We're right in the process of doing that. I'd show you what it looks like, but we don't have ours yet. But this is what that page looks like. There's a couple of different options. Um, you can pay monthly or pay annually, and pretty straightforward. You meet with their expert to get set up. I have my meeting tomorrow for that. And we're excited to be able to brand our company, put our pictures and our logo and our features and button and sign up and website and all those things right on the actual portal. So you can see Wyatt and I are here. We're logged into Zoom to record this because I wanted to be able to skip through pages real quick and actually talk about the fact that we are discontinuing it. This will be one of the last Zooms we ever do. As soon as we get our white label set up, we will be transitioning over to this as a company, and excited to do so. So um, some of the features of this are pretty intuitive, pretty straightforward. You've got your menu over here on the left where you can edit profile, and there's how-to videos and so forth and so on. You got all your room settings, audio, video settings. It's similar to Zoom, just not at the bottom. It's up at the top instead. You can start a recording. You can live stream straight from our link. You can choose the kind of view that you like to have. You can share your screen. You can look at attendees. You've got a chat. And then there's this widgets page. And this is where I'm not going to do this right now, but this is where you can upload all of your assets, right? You can upload buttons, links, websites, slide decks, videos, et cetera, et cetera. And rather than having to share your screen, click on a link, wait for it to open, they're built right into the platform. It's one of the really cool things about it. You can do translation. You can do you can do calls to action, and where the button or the link or the funnel or whatever pops up right on the screen, even in a recording. So if you record it and send it to people, they can still click on the button right on the link, or right there on the screen, or the link right on the screen. So that's one of the things that really caught our attention, was the sales features, the conversion features built into this. I mean, that, if nothing else, it's hands above what Zoom offers. And so in closing, Arlink gives us a far more secure platform. It's owned by the members, by you and me. It's not owned by a big company writing checks. We all own the platform. It's on the blockchain. The members voted that for every transaction, every presentation done, every new member, that the revenue created will flow into the ecosystem and buy more of their native coin, their native token. So you literally earn the tokens, as I said, for sharing this with others and every time you do a presentation. So more secure. We're not collecting your data. There will be an opportunity to monetize your data later if you'd like to, but you get to opt in or opt out. You have better sales features, better conversion features, the ability to translate, to speak in English, for example, have them hear it in dozens of different languages. Tony says they're very close to doing voice, even you speak it and they hear it in their language. They're working on it. It's a little bit of lag still. He says, but they're very close. I mean, you can do presentations with people all over the world, and many of us with our businesses, we need that. Right? We're doing global business. On top of that, the ability to participate in the revenue side of this, to earn tokens and build up that wealth, and then have first options in future rollouts, future technology rollouts. We just I can't see why anyone would want to keep using Zoom, getting your data stolen and your conversation snooped on, if you could use our link and pay less to do so. So, Wyatt, you've been sitting here handsome, just watching and listening. Anything you'd want to add? I know I just covered a lot. You're here to answer questions or to add in anything I missed. So,
So I think you covered a good bulk of it. We are going to attach a video that I'm going to film, just a quick loom, that just walks through the actual sign up process. But aside from that, if you have any questions, just simply reach out.
Fantastic. I appreciate you being here just in case I got stuck. We just were introduced to this, guys. We're just learning as we go. They are in beta test. As I said, they've produced more revenue in 8 months than Gala Games did its first 3 years, but they haven't even launched officially. They're shooting for September. They're going to continue to add in more features, the voice to voice and other things like that. They will have a free version for those who want to sign up and have an R-Link platform to use just with limited features or whatever the case might be. But just know it's coming. So, we all try to be patient with startups and beta testing, and there's growing pains as they work out kinks and improve things. If you see things that aren't operating as smoothly as they should be, or if you have questions, or if there's a sticking point or a choke point, if there's something that you think could be more clear or maybe more efficient, let us know. Just send me the information. I'll get it to Wyatt. I mean, they're working on those types of things every day. Okay, so this is just going to get better and better. We have an opportunity to be here right from the start, which I love. I love startups, and I love getting in on that ground floor. So excited to be here. Thanks for listening. I'm going to stop my share here, and hopefully that was helpful. Appreciate you being here on a early morning with us. And Wyatt, again, thanks for helping out. I appreciate all you're doing to get us going here. We're we're very encouraged by this project and what we can do to bless lives and just build wealth. So thanks, my friend. Thanks for being here.
Yes, sir. Excited to be a part of it.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Take care.